Hello and welcome to a very special interview. First things first, look at how Kenny is dressed and look at how I am dressed. I'm an absolute disgrace. I in my city, he's looking royalty. I shouldn't have worn this. I was not given, that he would be looking like this and wearing this. So apologies to my viewers. Having said that, absolute champion. I've covered him in Tokyo. I've covered him in Paris. And I've predicted this, I'm on record saying this, that if someone can break that 1919, it is Kenny Bednarek. So welcome to Kolkata. First impressions about my city.
I just love it. It's nice. Look, the culture, the people, everything is, I love it.
Event like this, you have also said, I was reading that at some point in time you will do distance running, you've done cross country. How important is an event like this for a country like ours?
It's definitely very important. It's unifying the people and, it's changing the culture a bit, changing the lifestyle and, having the running culture here, it's amazing.
Kenny, now to your career. You have tasted success right through. 2025 has been the best year for you. How do you define success?
I think, for me, defining success is just like winning and, showing the people that no matter what background you come from, you can succeed in any way. Being a role model for the younger generation and just being a role model for my people. I think that's what success is for me.
So when people grow, we keep telling youngsters that, look, you have to be, aspiring to be the best. When you started, now when you and I talk about 1919, we say, yes, it's a real deal.
Mm-hmm.
When you started, what was the aspiration? To be the best or to take it step by step and then progress and be who you are at the moment?
I would say originally, it's always to be the best. But as I stated before in a past interview was, when I looked at the 1919, I was like, oh, that's like so far. I'm not sure if I can really get to that point. But then every year I've gotten better and better. So I started implementing smaller goals like, hey, what do I want to do this year? Because having the biggest goal, it's far-fetched. Yes, I can achieve it, but I take it step by step.
And how do you, so in our case, something that Indian athletes would benefit from, how do you prepare for an event? How do you prepare for a world championship? Or how do you prepare for an Olympic Games? Is it about visualization, obviously training, mesh of both, eat, sleep, diet? Give me a lowdown.
It's everything. Eat, sleep, diet. Obviously, we have 6 to 8 months to prepare for a world championship and our Olympic championship. For me in particular, I made sure just the eating and sleeping is the most important thing because the training part we're always going to have, but if you don't eat or sleep right, the recovery aspect that's needed, you're not going to be able to achieve anything because the body needs to be prepped perfectly and ready to go.
What I'm curious about is, when you started winning, say Tokyo 2020, 21,
mm-hmm.
Obviously you were relatively new in the circuit. So the pressure was not there. Okay, fine, I've won a silver medal, great. But when it comes to Paris or the World Championship 2 months back, now you're a star. Does that put pressure on you? That, okay, now people are expecting, my country is expecting, the world is expecting?
No, I think I'm still the underdog. Every single time I go into a race, you have a lot of people like, oh, don't think Kenny's going to make the podium. So at this moment, I still feel like I'm an underdog. But no, I don't treat anything I don't add more pressure to a race because at the end of the day, I see these people all year. I know what they're going to do. I know what I'm capable of. So once I step on the starting line, it's just, hey, I just got to execute my race and all good things will happen. So,
in your own estimation, ultimately, each one of us are answerable to our own conscience. When we stand in front of the mirror, we're like, are we doing our best or not? So if I write a piece, is it the best or not? Am I writing a book? Is it the best or not?
Mm-hmm.
What about yourself? How close do you think you are to your best? Are you peaking? Is the peak still some distance away?
What I heard that the age 27 through 29 is, peaking years. So I think I'm close to, hitting my full potential. But, this year in 2025 was my best year. It was a lot of things that my coach was teaching me. I started to learn, understanding, and they started to click. So, I think these next 2 to 3 years are going to be my best years.
When you say things that, have started to click, can you tell us? Because for the lay person, we don't understand the nuances. We see an athlete, we celebrate an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
But in that track, right that moment, that little microsecond, the nanosecond, what is it like? What are these changes?
So for me, it's like the technical aspect. I've always been fast, and at some point, physical-wise, you're going to be at your peak. But it's more the mental-wise, like, hey, maturity, am I going to be able to hone in onto the technique that my coach has been trying to teach me? So for an example, I'm fast, but my block starts have been terrible. But my coaches taught me like, hey, this is what you need to do in year 1, year 2, year 3. And it's like, okay, like I know what you're trying to teach me, but I couldn't quite get exactly what he wanted. And, after Paris Olympics going into this year, something just clicked and all of a sudden, hey, I'm a good starter. I think what really happened was going into Paris, being in the 100-meter finals, what happened at the end is not what I wanted, but it taught me like, hey, I belong here. I'm one of the fastest people on earth, and just being in the finals just showed me a lot. So I think my mindset shifted after that, and instead of thinking like, okay, I'm in this race with a bunch of good starters, I started thinking like, hey, I'm a good starter, and then everything became easier. So the performances in my 100 this year got way better just because a little mindset shift.
Fantastic, because that actually gets me to this whole mental health subject, which is close to my heart. Elite high performance sport, according to me, is as much about mental health or rather mental conditioning, rather than physicality. In your case, when you are that close, take Paris or Tokyo, and you've just not made it. I mean, you could have done it. How difficult is it? I mean, when you have to overcome that in terms of mental health, how do you do that? How do you kind of digest a silver medal because you've lost a gold rather than winning a silver? How do you adjust to that?
I mean, I just go back and look and see what I did wrong, and I have the right people to discuss about, hey, this is the outcome that happened. This is what we wanted to happen. This is what didn't happen. I talked to my mental coach about what can I do to be a better person and be a better athlete. I guess it's just evaluating like the whole situation of what happened, and then going into the next year, just figuring out, hey, what can I do better mentally wise to hone in on the moment and shine bright.
How are you in personal life? I mean, how is Kenneth Bednarek ahead away from the glare? Because all we see is coming out into the track, celebrating you, and that's done. But how are you in personal life?
I feel like, personally, I just love to have fun and be adventurous. I'm not really a city type of person. I love to go out and sightsee, explore like the mountains and stuff like that. So I'm an outdoor kind of person to where, hey, if I want to wind down, I'll play, I like video games, so I'll play a little bit, but I'm more so let's go outside, enjoy fresh air, do anything that gets me to go outside.
Indian partner? India excites you. You've told me about Goa, the culture, the food, the whatever.
Yeah, so that's why I love coming out here because, girlfriend is Indian, and in the beginning of our relationship, she was like, hey, you should try this food because I know India has a lot of difference of foods. And for me,
So what's favorite?
My favorite, I don't know, lamb korma. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I like that. Anything with spice, I love. So
Nice.
I just had biryani here, but somebody said mutton biryani is better. So I'm going to try that.
There is a debate. The Kolkata biryani versus the Hyderabad biryani. There will be a Noah Lyles versus Kenny Bednarek.
Oh, yeah. What do you like?
Mine is Kolkata because I'm from this city.
Okay.
But yes, biryani, the degree of spice varies. So all of this. India doesn't have one cuisine. You will have at least 100 different varieties of cuisine in this country. But travel, does that excite? And what you come to Goa, you've come to this part of the country, the culture, the people. Thoughts about that?
I just love it. The travel itself, getting on the plane, it's tough. But, when I get here, I just love the culture, the people. If I definitely want to come here every year, that's the goal with my partner and I. She wants to show me a lot more India. And, I always get excited when I come out here, just like an adventure. And there's so many history and stories to learn about the culture of India. And, I just love coming here.
Last few questions. One, do you do goals? I mean, I have to be Olympic champion? I have to be world champion? I'm already a champion, but do I have to win the gold? Do you kind of put pressure on yourself?
I wouldn't say it's like I have to win it, but I want to win it. So, I do affirmations every now and then, and I'll put something like that, but I'm not always, on the starting line saying I have to do this, I have to do that, because at the end of the day, if I start adding more pressure to that, that's going to lead to more mistakes. So I try to keep things simple and just like, hey, execute the race. And as I said before, once I do that, good things happen.
United States, such a illustrious tradition of, track and athletes and stuff. Does that kind of make it more challenging? That, for example, if you were in India, today you would be 25 times richer. We would have given you, seriously.
I've talked about that before.
Okay, because Neeraj Chopra, for example, won Olympic gold. He is an absolute superstar. In your country, because of the tradition, okay, fine. But had you won a silver and another silver and a world championship medal, we would say you're the greatest ever Indian athlete of all time, and the celebration would be very different. So In that sense, given the tradition, does that kind of put pressure on yourself that no, the benchmark is higher?
I mean, the U.S. is different, yes. I want to say it adds a little bit more pressure. Like I said, I try to keep things a little bit simple. You know, I know the history with the United States, and we always have newer athletes every year that might be, you know, the next big thing. But the biggest thing for me is like, hey, just worry about myself. I know where what level I'm at, and when I keep things simple, then you know, I'm going to have a lot more fun, and then the performances themselves are going to be there. And then at the end of the day, you know, I might get 20 times richer maybe.
Last two, the rivalry with Noah Lyles. I can't not talk about that.
Like I said before, the rivalry is real. You know, this year was I guess it opened a lot of eyes to people seeing, you know, I got that fire and that passion, and all I can say is just, you know, every single time we step on the track, it's going to be intense.
And off the track, do you guys converse? Do you guys, I mean, what's the story there?
I mean, we're not best buddies.
Best friends, yeah.
So we're not best buddies, but you know, there's a respect thing. So, you know, every now and then, you know, if I see him, like, hey, what's up? I keep it short.
Okay, last rapid fire. Karl Lewis or Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt.
Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal?
I'm gonna say Nadal.
Nice.
Oh,
Carlos
you agree with
Alcaraz,
that?
Roger Federer,
Yeah.
for me, because I mean, I've interviewed both, but Roger Federer only because of Wimbledon. My thing on Carlos Alcaraz, Yannick Sinner.
With who?
It's Alcaraz and Sinner.
Alcaraz.
Ronaldo, Messi. I shouldn't talk Messi in Kolkata.
Oh, maybe I should say Ronaldo, huh?
Ah, nice. Okay. See, this is why I love this guy. You've got to sort of take an athlete. I mean, when you talk to elite high performance sports people, this is the attribute that endears them to you. The ability to articulate. He's a champion. Look at his attitude. That's the attitude. He's not saying, oh, I'm the champion. Who the hell are you? This is the attitude that makes a real champion. For me, it is not about his medals. It is about how he conducts himself, how he's a role model for everyone. Final question. What is the Kenny Bednarek legacy that you want to leave behind?
I just want to leave a legacy of being somebody that was a good role model, and you know, I want to give back to the community. So in any way that I can help my people or anybody around the world, that's something I want to do.
So let me make this prediction. That Usain Bolt record can be broken, should be broken, will be broken. And if that happens, I will request Procam and Tata Steel to welcome Kenny back to Kolkata after the 2028 Olympics when he wins that gold on home soil. Thank you very much.
No pressure.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.